Guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Quick shout out just to thank all the channel members. Thank you all. I appreciate you more than you know. Today's video is going to be kind of going through some of the things that I have picked up for utility knives. I've kind of been, I don't know, I guess you'd say my knife addiction spilled over a while back when this first came out. This is the Exceed Designs little tie razor. It's the first flipper utility knife that I got that uses replaceable blades. It's just a little, basic ball bearing flipper knife. I use it to open packages. I actually carry this one in my bug out bag along with this, which is a little bit different. This is a little titanium knife that I picked up, and it uses the replaceable scalpels, 24s, 22s, several other sizes, because scalpels come in, different sizes as long as it fits in the butt of the handle, which this one does, but it's very close. So if you're not careful, you can catch your palm, but it's just a little flipper. I also carry this in my bug out bag with some sterile scalpel blades in case I ever need it to make those detail cuts. And then I haven't done a review on this guy yet, but this is the Serge Panchenko razor slip joint. You put a replaceable razor blade in there, and it operates just like a normal slip joint. And then I showed you guys this really cool one I found on Etsy from Teal Designs that kind of has this little shark lock type apparatus. This is a handmade titanium, USA made, uses replaceable blades. Very, very I mean, you can tell it's handcrafted. You've got this titanium on top of steel with just a couple of washers, and then the mechanics that put this together. Well, I was looking around on Amazon like I do late at night, and I came across this little knife. The name will actually be in the title. It doesn't have much of a name. It's got some weird spelling, but it does come apart with T6s. Think T8 on the pivot. Let's see. T8 on the pivot, T6 on the body screw, and T6 on the clip screws. Now, I've not taken this apart yet, but this is on ball bearings. It is milled titanium, so you've got some contouring here. You've got a titanium back spacer, a little lanyard hole, and then when you flip it out, you've got this titanium arm, and you've got this razor blade that can be replaced by, a carbon steel blade if you're into that. It comes with these little Chinese blades. It comes with a pack of blades, but I'm getting ready to put a Carbomax blade on it. But it's unique in that it's got this, first of all, you've got more of a cutting edge than you do on, not this one. This one's going to have the same amount of cutting edge. Tie Design's got a lot less, the little razor. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you do have what I feel like is a good grip. This blade has been used and abused, but you guys know that razor blades are sharp. They will cut. So for using it as a box opener or as a EDC knife, see how much of that blade I've got, and nothing's coming into my cutting path. So it really just works well for what it's designed for. That's why I like it. That's why I invested I forget if it was 60 or 60, 59, something like that. It wasn't cheap, but I thought it was cool and I wanted to check it out. So that brings us to today. We're sitting here. I've used this knife now for better part of 2 weeks doing my unboxings. This little wheel comes off, and I've tried to find one of my body screws, and I haven't tried that hard, that fits that hole that's about that depth, so I could use something more, I guess, that I could use a Torx for to get out. But you never have to take this screw out. So this all done by this one retaining screw here. And I flipped this blade around. This is one of the little wins that came with it. So we're going to check out, see if we can get these Carbomax carbon steel blades open. I like these. These seem to last a really long time, and they're very sharp. So the way we do it is simple, guys. It's simply just, you look here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's divided all the way down this channel. So you just want to make sure you get it sandwiched in between there. You slide it back, and then that first hole is what you're capturing there in that screw. So then when I get it set, this has been proved a little finicky to get this threaded screw started, which is one reason I want to find a body screw off one of my knives that we can use instead. It's just because I'm trying to do it under camera for one. It's usually not this tricky. This is just me struggle busting, guys. Again, I think it could be easier, but it's not nearly as difficult as I'm making it looking through this viewfinder. Let's try it this way. Because I've had it a couple times get started and want to cross thread. All right, this is weird. What is happening here? Let's see. Okay, I think what is happening is I'm not centering up my blade. And it may be that this particular blade cutout is not letting me get in there. Let's see. These are standard size blades. That's what's weird about it. All right, so I can see all the way through there. These are just a little bit narrower, which I think this narrower cutout might be keeping my screw from coming through to my threaded side. Let me see. Try it one more time, and then we will switch it out. We'll do this. We'll get a fresh one of these Warner blades. I've got some other blades too. But this one just has a wider area, so when I put this one in, I have nothing obstructing that hole, and this thing goes in with no problem because it has to go through the blade because the threads are on the back side. So then you just make sure that you get it good and threaded, torque that down. It's got some good knurling on it. Perfectly centered. The blade, of course, isn't because it sits off to the side, but the mechanism is. It's a flipper only. Whoops. It is sensitive to pressure, so if you put pressure on the lock bar, you're going to have to really give it some oomph, but I keep my fingers on the clip. And it works really well, guys. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons just so you can get an idea on the size that we're talking about here. Let's see. Let's look at the Benchmade bug out. And the Benchmade, whoops. It'd help if I put that in frame. So it's smaller than the bug out, smaller than the Benchmade mini bug out. So it comes in right at 6 inches, right over 6 inches. You'd call it a 2.5 inch blade with a right under 2 inch cutting area. Your handle's going to be 3.25, and to that trigger, it's 3.25 as well. So to right here, here to here is roughly 3.25. I choke up on it right here. And again, when you push forward on this screw, you're actually tightening it. So that hadn't become a problem for me at all in terms of having that be. I haven't tried to cut cardboard with it, like a bunch of cardboard, but I've gotten into a lot of packages and I've enjoyed it. If I lost it, would I pick it up again? I probably would. Um, I'd be interesting to see what other type of knives kind of made in this spirit come out, because this is very, it's a traditional titanium frame lock. You've got steel lock bar there. You've got, really good action. You've got milled for weight relief. So this knife's not that heavy. Let's do this. .15 ounces. So it's a really light package, and I wouldn't call it, because it's got more of that exposed blade area. I don't know if I would want to hard use this knife, but for doing, roofing stuff, cutting detail cuts, what we use razor knives for, knowing its limitations, I think this is a cool package. Yeah, it's just a little something I found on Amazon. I shared it with you guys. I'll put an affiliate link in there if you guys want to go to it, or you can also just go to Amazon and Google titanium razor knife and scroll, and you'll find this one. I do a lot of multi-page scrolling, so I find stuff kind of deeper into the site. I try to, but this is a cool little knife. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's not a standard, what we would call knife content, um, but I'll give you just a couple of quick flashes. I'm carrying today. But guys, this is the name will be in the title. It's got a specific name that you can Google, or you can click on my affiliate link. That does help the channel a little bit, but that's totally up to you guys. Guys, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you watching the content. If you like the content, I'd invite you to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on the channel, the community tab, when I go live, when I release videos, and it helps me out. But what I really ask is if you please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward. Keep loving your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.